Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I say thank you, and if you're new here, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Really wonderful content that will be of great value to you watching it now.
And I want to call on the first testifier, Pastor Afrik Igoli from Lagos. Pastor Afrik Igoli had heart failure. Let's be complicated by decompensated heart failure. And when I look at his echocardiography result, it was really, really bad. And as a matter of fact, he told me that they were already planning him for surgery. His saturation has dropped. His ejection fraction is so low that that cannot sustain active life. But at the prayer of the man of God, all these things were reversed. And Pastor Afrik Igoli is standing beside me tonight to testify of the goodness of the Lord. Let's give a round of applause unto Jesus.
And let's sit down, please. We may be seated now.
Praise the Lord. I said, praise the Lord. My name is Pastor Afrik Igoli from Old Lagos Island, Aja Group, Ebramadesanya District, Lagos State, Nigeria. About 6 months ago, I discovered that I had a lot of inconveniences in my system, in my body. So I thought it was malaria, because that is the only sickness I knew about that usually, I will experience. So I went for treatment and the team went. I got relieved. But after some months, I discovered that I could not breathe well. I was restless. It was so tough to the situation that they rushed me to the hospital. From there, the last hospital where I found myself, I was told that I had heart failure. And actually, it's two pastors that rushed me to that hospital. So I said it's better they should hear this thing from the doctor. It's too heavy for me to tell people that I had heart failure. So that was how I was admitted. Then, by the grace of God, I was in that condition, lying down in the hospital. If I want to go to the toilet, I will do everything there. But as God will have it, on the 31st of December last year, around about some minutes past 7, I received a call from my group pastor that the GS wants to pray for me. Praise the Lord. And he prayed for me. The following morning, before now, my heart rate was about 136, 134. So the fluctuation was so high that I could not even coordinate myself to talk to people. In fact, my speech, everything was almost gone. But as God will have it, after that prayer on the 31st night, about some minutes past 7, the following morning, I was connected to computer. So as I look at the computer, the heart rate that was around 136, fluctuating to 134, eventually got to 87. Praise the Lord. So the doctors came, and the nurses came, and they looked at it that something has taken place. And they said, something has taken place. We have to discharge you, but let's watch the situation. But as they continued to watch, they discovered that, everything has, reduced to normal. And there's nothing that they could do than to discharge me. Praise the Lord.
The next testifier has been suffering from what we call in medical balance as carpal tunnel syndrome. That is when some part of your fingers will be becoming numb, and you may not be able to feel even if they begin to use pin to prick you, and you will not be able to use that hand because of some nerves that is being compressed structurally. And the only solution to solving that problem most times is to relieve that compression through surgery. But the testifier tonight received miracle because the tunnel syndrome is relieved. Life is back to that hand right now. Please, can you share your testimony?
Praise the Lord. My name is Bosse Adebimpe from Egbeda region. I've been suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome. I will be having numbness. My fingers will be divided in between. So I will have numbness in the two last fingers, and the other three fingers will be working for almost a year now. In fact, sometimes it's difficult to write. But when in the night, the numbness will be so bad that I will wake up as if the two fingers are no more there. I mean, on bilaterally, on the two sides of the hand. I Googled it, I went to the orthopedic surgeon. He said I should know now that it will only be released by a surgery. So I said any other alternative, he said I should go for a wrist brace. But I blessed the Lord because I was feeling that how will I be sleeping with wrist brace on both hands. But yesterday when we came, I specifically wrote it in my request and I prayed. When I got home, in the night I slept, I woke up. There's a test we used to do for the tunnel syndrome. If I drop my two hands, within 60 seconds, there should be numbness on the tip of the fingers. But I've been trying it since yesterday. In fact, I've tried it severally. People sitting by my side can testify. And I'm no more feeling the numbness. Praise
Put your
the
hands
Lord.
to 7-year-old woman, Fagboro Grace Samuel. She's been having a medical condition that we could describe as deep vein thrombosis. That is when blood gets clotted inside the vessels. That thing is a killer. It's a silent killer. It will just be showering and be showering. And these are one of those things that causes sudden death. But the Lord has touched this mama beside me tonight. The deep vein thrombosis is clear from the result of ultrasonography, that is scan. They couldn't find deep vein thrombosis anymore. And most times, what normally causes this is when there are some occult cancer, eating cancer. And the mama will give her testimony now.
Praise the Lord. Ẹ bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run.
Mama ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè.
Ẹ bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run nítorí tó wò mí sàn ó sì mú mi lára dá. Nígbà kan mo ti ní kánsà, wọ́n wá sọ pé mo ti gbádùn. Nígbà tó tún tó bí ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ẹ̀ta báyìí ló tún wá wú ló ń dùn mí gan mi wá lè dìde. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí mo gbọ́ ìsọjí yìí, mo ní mo gbọ́dọ̀ débẹ̀. Lánàá tí mo débì gan ni mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rìn ní gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe mí yẹn ló kúrò. Mo ti gbàgbé Ọlọ́run ti bá mi ṣe ògùn náà.
Praise the Lord! Praise the Lord! God has touched this 87-year-old woman